So a whole lot more still to come on the AM show. We'll be bringing you sneak peeks of a demonstration shortly. But right before that, we have an interesting conversation with Advocates for Christ Ghana. Now, the group presents its third annual National Christian Forum, and the NCF 2022 will be a 3-day national brainstorming conference. Joining us to dilate on that, Yao Adoche is lead for Religion Gate Advocate for Christ Ghana. Yao, a very good morning to you.
A very good morning to you, sir.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining the conversation.
A pleasure.
Great. Tell us a bit. I'm sure those watching us will be asking themselves, some of them at least, who are Advocates for Christ Ghana?
So, Advocates for Christ Ghana is a movement, a growing movement of professionals, pastors, all Christians from all walks of life, both in Ghana and abroad. We have a membership of over 350 people across the African continent, Europe, Asia, the United States of America, and the like. And our purpose is that we provide a proactive and permanent voice to national issues from a Christocentric point of view. So basically, we have Christians from all manner of Christian affiliations who are part of it.
So you speak about some 350 plus members
That is correct,
across the
yes.
world,
Across
basically.
the world, yes, that's correct, yes.
And all of these people are pastors, people in the faith, people?
Professionals. Myself, I'm a telecoms engineer. My fellow I came here with is an agribusiness strategist. So yeah, doctors or people from all manner of walks of life. Basically, your ticket in is to be a Christian, if you identify as such.
Okay.
And then you can be part of us, yes.
I was about to ask what the qualifications were, but you've basically summarized
indeed.
that. But what are some of the milestones that you would say that Advocates for Christ, that group, has achieved within these last few years?
Okay, so the main milestone for us is that we have been able to bring together Christians from all walks of life, regardless of what they do, what industry or sector they are in, so that together we sit together to address national issues when they come up, from a God-centered point of view, and also leaning or leveraging on our different professions and careers. We are able to bring to bear productive and positive change in our country, as we hope and pray it does. So it's not just praying about it, but it's also actually being actively involved in the governance of our nation.
So active involvement.
That is correct, yes.
Where active involvement means what exactly? How is this going to contribute to our national life? Okay,
so where active involvement involves policy advocacy, capacity development, strategic planning, and the like, so that we have people who are responsible in industry and in all sectors of our nation's affairs, be it in the executive, the legislature, and so on and so forth, CSOs, agribusinesses, all manner of industries. So we have leaders all over those places. So as we sit to dialogue, we look at having come up with policy formulations and also helping people in industries build up strategically so that they can bring positive, productive improvement to our lives as Ghanaians. And I would always bring it back to the fulcrum that always the idea is that we are doing it from a Christ-centered point of view. How do we do it in an ethical manner, in a way that will bring the change that we so desire to see in our nation?
That's an interesting development. But let's look at the National Christian Forum, third National Christian Conference that you are actually putting together. What is the vision of the NCF? And so far, how have things gone for you? What have been the highs? What have been the lows? And what are you looking forward to in this specific conference?
All right, so the National Christian Forum, essentially, is a Christian platform that discusses important national themes and produces outcomes that are used to engage key stakeholders in identified industries or sectors. And this being the third of its kind. The first was in 2020, the second was in 2021, and this is the third. Now, whenever we are done, we come out with a communique, and with that communique, we engage with stakeholders in industry and in the country. And then upon engaging with them, it's not just a one-time thing. So for example, if you don't mind me moving on to the theme for this
Go ahead.
is assessing the effectiveness of the church
Okay.
and the three arms of government.
Assessing the effectiveness of the church,
And
and the three arms of
government.
That's interesting.
In promoting good governance, all right, in Ghana. Ghana 65. So Ghana 65, we are 65 years post-independence. How exactly has the church contributed to promoting good governance? And then how exactly has the three arms of government, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary, how have they contributed to promoting good governance in our nation? Assessing that over the last 65 years. And so thereafter, the eventual outcome is that after the brainstorming sessions and speakers speaking to us and the like, we will then engage the duty bearers in our land, and we have many a clergy in this nation, don't we? We would engage them with a report that came forth from there. And then we would also disseminate the eventual results of the forum to the judicial services, to the executive, to the legislature, and then continue engaging them, because that's what we are here for, and that's what we've been doing, policy advocacy and so on and so forth.
Why the selection of this theme? I find it pretty interesting, but why did you select this theme? And maybe you can tell us about some of the speakers we can expect at the NCC 2022. But why this theme?
We couldn't be at a better crossroads as a nation to have this theme. We are currently at a place whereby our nation is faced with a plethora of issues. They've always been issues, I mean, it begs to say. However, at this very point, we think that it's good to evaluate, particularly as Christians. We number 71.3% or so, according to the last census. And so what exactly is the impact that we are having in promoting good governance, and also the three arms of government? What has it been? Because if we are to see the change of Christ in us as Christians come to bear in every area of our professional lives, be it as an engineer, a trader, a doctor, or a mechanic, it would also be seen in the judicial services, in the executive, because it's from amongst us as Christians that they rise to those positions. So you realize that the theme encompasses almost everything. Almost, though, let me put it that way, across the nation. And so for this year, we will be having 4 main speakers. We'll be having Mrs. Clara Cassati to address the issue of assessing the judiciary. She'll be taking it on Saturday, the first half of Saturday. But for tonight, let me start from tonight. Tonight we're having Reverend G.F.K. Mensah, the General Overseer of the Great Commission Church in Ghana. So he'll be speaking on the theme of assessing the church, the role of the church in promoting good governance, Ghana 65. That's tonight, at the Legon Interdenominational Church on Legon Campus, Accra. And then tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., we will go to the ISA Conference Hall, also on Legon Campus. And that will be having Dr. Kujo Somni to address the issue of addressing the effectiveness or assessing the effectiveness of the legislature. And then on Saturday, as I earlier mentioned, lawyer Clara Cassati will be handling the judiciary. And then we close it off, assessing the executive. Independent presidential hopeful, Mr. Jacob Oseyeboa, will be handling
Joy.
Yes, Joy, yes, well known. We'll be assessing leading the discussion, rather, on assessing the effectiveness of the executive in promoting good governance, Ghana 65.
All right, so you get it there. It all has to do with the church and the three arms of government.
That is correct.
And the role they have actually played and could play moving forward.
Exactly, because
in the fortunes of our country.
Yes, because as we are going through the assessment, we'll be looking at what has worked, what has not worked, and what we do going forward. Interesting.
Let's just look at this. So the NCF, the National Christian Forum 2022, has this theme. You're having it for the 3rd time. But beyond that, what? What can we expect?
Beyond that, we can expect continuous engagement. We are not going to slack on that. Continuous engagement with all the duty bearers in the land. Continuous engagement with all the stakeholders in the land, all our partners, notably the church, parachurch organizations, and the leaders of industry and leaders of our government organizations, MDAs and the like. engagement with them, that this is not just a one-time thing where we sit down to brainstorm, but the eventual outcome, the results of the brainstorming sessions, results and outcomes that we are hoping to engage and dialogue with as we continue to move forward as a country.
Yeah, final words. So what would you like to leave our viewers with, finally, on this conference?
All right. So to our cherished viewers, I would like to encourage all our cherished viewers, particularly Christians, to come on deck to join us as we together meet so that we can together, in the Spirit of the Lord, dialogue on these matters that are dear to our Heavenly Father's heart, to move our nation forward, so that we can be able to move Ghana beyond here. So that our children looking back will say, okay, after a milestone of 65 years, 70 years, 80 years, we say that Ghana has moved forward because Christians did play a critical role in moving our governance forward and improving our lives for the future.
Give us a quick rehash. So the relevant dates, and can all Christians participate?
Indeed, that's the only ticket.
Okay, so walk in?
Yes. However, it would be preferable that they could first call our admin on the number 054 54 777
Okay, so that is 054
Yes,
54 77771.
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so if you'd like to participate, that is the number to call, 054 54 77771. And then you could actually participate. 3-day event.
A 3-day event, 6 p.m. on Thursday, which is today, 6 p.m. tomorrow as well.
Right.
And then on Saturday, we are going back to Legon International Church. And then that one is going to start at 9 a.m. and it closes at 3:30 p.m. So it's a night event tonight, night event tomorrow as well. And then on Saturday, we start in the morning and we close early afternoon at 3:30 p.m.
Mr. Adoche, thank you so much for coming, and we wish you the very best.
Pleasure being here.
Of course, you're shining the beacon for the Christian family. Yao Adoche is lead for Religion Gate Advocates for Christ Ghana.